Welcome back to another video in P&O's Iona series. So we have recently returned and I wanted to do a video because before we went we did lots of research into alcohol packages, restaurants, bars, things like that. So I just wanted to do some helpful tips, hints, whatever you want to call it, just to help people that are thinking about getting or not getting the alcohol package or any of the drinks packages. I'm going to give you a bit of information, and we looked into it before we went. Now for us, unless we can opt me out of it, it's never worth it because I don't drink alcohol, Jeff does. So if we were to get it, and that's my first point, if we were to get the alcohol package on board the ship, it would mean that we would both have to purchase it, and before we went on board it was $39.95. However, 3 days before we were due to sail, it did change. They changed the package prices, and I think the packages had a bit of tweaking as well. So different drinks were then included, and if you'd already purchased it prior to sailing or prior to the 3 days before sailing, you would then be eligible for an upgrade to the ultimate drinks package. But if you hadn't purchased it, then when you got on board, the price then became $44.95 because they were rolling out the new packages, including obviously the new prices. The other incentive they offer if you book it in advance is they give you 10% discount, which, to be fair, if you're booking it now, it does kind of sway you, I think, into booking it before you board, because you've got, if you're paying £45 a day, then that's nearly a 5-year saving, which that's a fair amount over the course of a week or even longer, depending on how long your cruise is. There are obviously other packages. That is, I think, the basic one that most people tend to go for, the most popular one maybe. But like I say, for us, it was never going to be an option unless I could opt out, which, as we found out, I mean, I knew I kind of couldn't. The only cruise line that has allowed me to opt out that we've asked has been Royal Caribbean, and that was back a long time ago actually. So I don't drink alcohol because I come out in a rash, so I suppose I'm allergic, but I haven't got any medical certification. Now what P&O are saying is if you've got medical certification to say that you can't drink alcohol, then you can just purchase one package. If you haven't got that, which we didn't, then it has to be both of you if you're opting for one of the packages. And that's across the board. That's whether it's alcohol package. I mean, obviously you don't need medical certification if you're having a non-alcohol, however you want to say it, a non-alcohol package, then it's still the same thing. You still need adults, all adults in the cabin, to purchase the same package. So, and what they do offer as well is if you've got children sailing with you, anybody up to and including the age of 17, they can then have a complimentary, I think it's the refresh package, which is the basic package, and I think it used to be called the children's package. That is $10.95 a day. Again, you get the 10% if you're purchasing it before you do sail. So everybody that was on the cruise with us, the G315 I think it was, anybody that had bought the basic one, which was $39.95, then got upgraded, which was a bargain for them because they ended up having the ultimate one, I think it is, which is $54.95, and they obviously had it for $39.95. So they had everything that was included in the drinks package, the higher one, for the cheaper price. So that was a bargain. But then there was, I think, from what I can gather, lots of people that hadn't decided whether they were going to have it or not, and they were going to purchase it on board. I think some people weren't aware that it was changing. It wasn't made common knowledge. It was on the website and things, but unless you're looking around it specifically for that, then you're not going to see it. We weren't sort of informed in any other way by P&O prior to sailing. So when people did get on board and want to purchase a drinks package, there was no sort of honour in the cheaper price. It was $44.95. Now, is it worth it? For me, personally, I was advised by a friend of mine that goes regularly with P&O. She said the prices on board and not really that much different to pub prices in the UK. So we were kind of like, shall we, shan't we? We'll sort of gauge it when we get on there, see how much we drink. If Jeff was going to end up spending more than what we would have paid for the two of us, it would be worth it. I kind of knew that wasn't going to happen, because that would have meant us spending, obviously, by that time, a total of £90 between the two of us for a day. And I kind of knew it wasn't going to happen. But I thought, well, we'll see from the first day, and if we need to, well, we'll get the package for the two of us. Friends of ours that did come, they bought the alcohol package. He likes a drink, she likes a drink, but just doesn't drink as much as him. Now, what I think with the alcohol packages is, and I personally, I think when you buy it, you kind of hammer it and think, I've got to get my money's worth. Now, my friends said they didn't, and it sort of enabled them to enjoy coffees and obviously the alcoholic drinks that they were having, which for the drinks package, it is 15 drinks per day, alcoholic drinks. If you're having soft drinks, that's unlimited. So coffees, all the fizzy drinks, the juices, things like that, that was all unlimited if you had the package. So if you know you're going to go on board, and if there's two of you, between the two of you spend more than £90, or even more than £80, because you can discount that by a fiver each before you're going on board, then, you know, a saving's a saving at the end of the day. So if you know you're going to spend less than £80 a day, then it's not worth it. If you know you're going to spend around that, and you want to have the sort of freedom to enjoy the soft drinks, the coffees, then it definitely is for you. But if you're the sort of person, like I say, that just enjoys a drink now and again, it's not advisable. Purely because you can take your own soft drinks on board if you wanted to. Now, I think if I ever did sail, it was the first time we'd sailed with P&O. If I ever did sail P&O again, I would definitely take a sort of a litre of squash with me. You know, the double concentrated or quadruple concentrated in Tesco's these days. So I would take that. That would definitely last me a week or even a fortnight by myself. So around the ship, there's so many places to fill up your water bottles. You're not supposed to do it in the buffet, even though I saw people doing it. But there's so many places to fill up your bottles, poolside, anywhere, everywhere. There's so many options to do that. What you can also do is you're allowed to take, per person over the age of 18, you're allowed to take a litre of alcohol with you. So whether that's spirits or wine, I think there's a corkage fee on the wine if you are going to take it. But obviously if you wanted a drink in the cabin, prees, as my daughter calls them, daughters, children, they all do it. All four of mine. Yeah, so you could take your drinks in your cabin if you didn't want to spend that amount of money, or knew you weren't going to spend it on the alcohol package, but you wanted to have a little drink as you're getting ready. You can do that. That's an option for you as well. So the different prices on the packages, you've got the, I'm going to put it here for you to see. You can pause it if you want to, then it's an option because I did a screen record. So it's £10.95 for the refresh package. Then there's the non-alcoholic package, which allows you to have, I think it is, coffees, soft drinks, juices, mocktails. That one is £24.95 per person. And then you've got the £44.95, which is the, I'm not sure the name of it, but it's the basic drinks package, but it's got the alcohol in it, up to 15 drinks a day. Whether they check how many you've got, genuinely, I don't know. But you're supposed to leave 15-minute intervals, 15-minute intervals before you can have your next drink. So if you are thinking, I can go on there and hammer it and I can get 2 drinks at a time, and you can't do that. You're only allowed to order 1 drink from your, obviously your cruise card, and whoever's in your cabin with you, they'll have to show their cruise card. So you couldn't share packages either. Remember that, that's important. And the next one then is the ultimate one, which is £54.95 per person, and that gives you a broader range, more drinks included. I'm not sure what they are, you'll have to look at that. I will link it down below, actually, the drinks package info on the P&O website for you to have a little look, and then you can see whether it is suitable for you. But in my opinion, but I'm a non-drinker, so don't take my word for it. My friend is a drinker, not the one that came with me, the one that travels with P&O quite regularly, and she's the one that advised me against it and said, don't do it, take squash with you, you can take alcohol on board. They never ever purchase it because, as well, important to remember, not everything is included in the packages. So if there is a certain wine that you like, then check that it's on that package before you buy it, because it may not be. And I think that was mostly the reason that her and her family don't, because certain drinks that they do like are not included in the package and they find it cheaper to then buy it themselves. So hopefully this has been an alright kind of information for you. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. I've got a few more to come in this lovely Iona series, including my lovely video of the whole cruise. Thank you so much for watching. If you are going on holiday soon, have an amazing time. Let me know if you're going, where you're going, what ship you're going on, and I will see you in the next one. Thank you for watching.